Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. Today is a very special video as I want to talk about the Overwatch World Cup which is coming up. There's a lot of exciting news around it. I'm of course an advocate for Team UK, or as we've branded ourselves, the 7 Lions. Now I say we because whilst there are 3 main people in the team that are going to be organising it, that being Stylos as general manager, most of you know who that is. He is going to be the main coach. He is the coach for Philadelphia Fusion, or one of the coaches at least. He's actually been on the channel in the past, and also our amazing community lead Chipser. I say we because it's more than them. There's a couple more people involved and it's much more of a democratic system that involves quite a few people. Myself, one amongst many, are involved as we were last year, just sort of helping out as and when appropriate. But also we have people like What's Good, who is more of a general manager in the tier 2, tier 3 scene, will be organising scrims and such. But also Halo Thoughts is going to be writing and talking about the team, the squad and everything that's going to happen over the 7 Lions period, which is what we've branded ourselves as. If you're from the UK and want to follow the team, we do have a Discord and a Twitter which you should both join and follow. They're all in the description below, but there's one main person I want to talk about, and that is Zerggy. Zerggy is one of the 17 players that will be trying out for Team UK. Some of the players you may have heard their names before: Mikey A, Christopher, Smex, Boombox, Cruz, all of these players that played in the last Overwatch World Cup. But there are also a few new names from British Hurricane, of course. You've got Kib, you've got Funny Astro, you've got Fusions, and then also a few names that you may not have heard of before at all. One of which would be Zerggy. This is a gameplay in the background and you may have spotted that it's quite frantic with how the mouse is moving around. And that's because he's not playing with a mouse, he's playing with a trackball. There's amazing things to say about Zerggy. He was somebody that we actually spotted out when me and one amongst many casted the I-62 UK Masters LAN tournament, which was at Insomnia. And this is the trackball in question, some footage that I wanted to pull from this. While Zergy's team didn't actually win Insomnia, they came second. They're a very young squad full of up and coming talent. Not just Zergy, the whole of M&M Gaming are a really good squad, and I feel that they're going to go on to do amazing things if they continue to play Overwatch. Before we go any further, I asked Zergy to introduce himself, say why he's playing on a trackball, why he's been playing on it for so long, would he ever change, and also where people can find him. All of those details will be in the description below too.
Hello, I'm Zerggy. I am 15 years old. I play all the characters in the DPS category apart from Widow. I mainly consider myself a DPS player, but I can flex to almost every role. I play DPS on my team, I play projectile or hit scan, depends on the situation. I use the trackball because I have not been given any other alternatives. I've been given it since childhood, and I would not be comfortable switching to main mouse. I don't think there would be any positives switching because it might take 3 years or more for me to get used to the muscle memory that you need to use the mouse. I wouldn't consider changing to a mouse at all. People can find me in Twitch and Twitter, which is linked below in the description.
So why did I want to highlight Zerggy? Well, it's more than the fact that he is a 15-year-old semi-pro player that plays with a trackball, but honestly this is what the Overwatch World Cup is about. I saw Jane and Kaku mention when it comes to Canada, they did open tryouts and they found a few players that they didn't know of before that absolutely stomped in those open trials that they did. And this is one of the main reasons that this is amazing really. You could just put the Overwatch League players into a team and just sort of expect them to win. You'd do that if you were South Korea, right? But ultimately I feel that the Overwatch World Cup is all about finding new talent, surprises of players that have kind of come in to do amazing things. Sinatra and Sabiobi, certainly from the last Overwatch World Cup, were players that really stood out and people got very excited for. The Flower as well for South Korea. And I'm not saying that Zerggy 100% is going to be in the World Cup. I have no say in that whatsoever, but it would be amazing to see such a young player go on and represent his country and really turn some heads as he does it. But this is bigger than just the UK and 7 Lions. I'd love to see this with other countries, other young players coming in and absolutely stomping some of the pros that are in the scene. And I'm really excited to see how it goes this year. Team UK played really well in the qualifiers last year, but once we got to the finals at BlizzCon, everything kind of fell apart. It was a really difficult time for players. The Overwatch League trials were coming up, so a lot of their focus and priorities went away after they qualified, which is understandable really, but I feel like this year every player wants to put in 110% to not only qualify as well as they did last year, completely undefeated, but also go and do well in the finals themselves at BlizzCon. The qualifiers that the 7 Lions will be playing in will be in France in a couple of months. But if you want to keep up to date with all of that, the players, the pros that are going to be involved in this, then as I said, do join the Discord and follow the Twitter to keep up to date with that. Believe me guys, it's coming home this year. Thank you very much for watching. Big shout out to Zerggy, he's an amazing player. All of his details are below too. Thanks for watching, take care, we'll see you then.